Hey guys, it's the Great Shonen here, bringing you a Gintama review. Sorry this is late. I got busy, and the chapter of Gintama didn't come out till today. I'm also using my iPhone too, because I can't get to my laptop right now. You might get a big 3 video later, I don't know. I'll do it before Friday, probably. Or on Friday. So, chapter starts out with, episode. So I'll do the episode first before all the spoilers. Episode starts out where it ended last time with the chick firing the shot. I cannot think of her name at all. Against the giant Elizabethan computer Sagi thing. And so what happens is that they fire too early and that it didn't do enough damage to it at first. And so then Mutsu and Kagura decide to take out its legs, sacrificing themselves. Same with Gintoki and Sakamoto. They sacrifice themselves and take out its arms. And then finally the pimple saves the day. Yes. The pimple's key to everything, and with all the Elizabethans, fires the final shot. And then the preferred chick, I cannot think of her name, and it's pissing me off. Her and the giant Elizabethan robot core, she decides to blow it up and destroy it by, well, exposing it. She does a good job of that, I must say. And so she does that, and everything's destroyed. But the Yorizuya, Sakamoto, Mutsu, and all them, and Elizabeth are caught up in the explosion, and so pans back to Earth, and we see Katsura and the Yorizuya. And they're talking like at the beginning of the arc, except they don't know who they're missing. And it turns out that Elizabeth seemingly erased their memories after the arc, after he wakes up from the coma. And that after waking up, him and Katsura play one final game of Uno together. And it's a really touching scene. This has been really good arc. And what happens is that those two play the game, and you see Katsura on the riverbank outside of Ida. And you see him and Gintoki talking, and they're going to play a game of Uno with everybody from the arc, Sakamoto, Mutsu, Kagura, Shinpachi, the whole deal. And that they're sending off Elizabeth, who decided to be the final Renho and protect the people. But it turns out that it's Gintama, people. Did you think there was actually serious there? It turns out that he was the Elizabeth on Mondays, and that the normal Elizabeth was on break for a while. And so, it's pretty funny. And so, Elizabeth is going to be there. He's going to be back. He's not going anywhere. Oh, something I also found in traditional Gintama big arc for the season fashion. The opening is played at the end with shots of the show, scenes of the show, and the ending's played in place of the normal opening. I thought this was a really good episode. I really felt a lot between Katsura and Elizabeth, which is a good thing. And a good job of, the chick's alive in the arc. God damn it. What is her name? I can't remember. I really cannot remember this. Oh, God. Anyway, so, let's review. I thought the episode was great. You know, good ending to an arc. Nice to see where Elizabeth came from. Good to have the Joey Patriots, 3 of them together. It's never going to happen where we're going to have all 4, probably. Said maybe at the end of the series, and God knows where that ends. So, this is where the episode part of the review ends. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. So I'll give you 2 seconds to get out before the manga portion. Alright, so Gintama chapter 379. First off, it ends where it left off. I don't think anybody does Gintama chapter reviews on YouTube. Boy, I'd be highly mistaken. I know Seasonal Talk Sam used to do Gintama reviews. But anyway, so it starts out where last chapter ended up with Kintoki and Gintoki talking about how no matter what, he can't be destroyed, and that a bomb's going to go off if one of 2 events are going to happen, and that if he's destroyed, or if the Yoruzuya and Ote all end up in the same place as him, and regain their memories. And so Kintoki, this is pretty funny actually, goes naturally into this big, long villain speech about how he manipulated everything, making fun of Bleach and Aizen, which is great, because I really don't like Bleach. I'm probably going to drop Bleach pretty soon. And so, about he manipulated everything, that he's the perfect character that will never die, and such, no matter what these guys can do. And Gintoki's like, I'm not the protagonist of the show. Everybody is the protagonist of this show, It's not a couple people. Everybody plays that much importance in the show. And pretty much chops his body and cuts off his head. And then decides to commit suicide with him instead, which is interesting by all means. And so right when he's doing that, Ote and Shinpachi and Kagura show up. And what happens there is that they show up and say that they remember him, that they're going to spend the final moments together. So, chapter ends, giant explosion, and that's all we know. Also, one thing real quick, for saying, I got Final Gintama Volume 17 in the mail today. Figured I should show that off, too. I like this chapter because it did a couple things. Really, what I liked was, Gintama making fun of Aizen. That's great. I can do that any day. Also, the idea of the protagonists in the story, because a lot of protagonists just totally overshadow all the other characters. Like in Naruto with Naruto, or Sakura got no development. Gon and Killua and Hunter x Hunter, where Kurapika and Leorio really haven't shown up for a while. Bleach with Ichigo, Chad and a couple people, then Rukia, are kind of left out sometimes. I mean, they're used. It's not as bad as Hunter x Hunter, where we haven't seen them for 9 years. We still haven't seen Kurapika yet. It's been 9 years, people. But off that subject here, I really did like that. It's good to see that the Yoruzuya actually remembered him again, too. And I'm waiting to see the fallout from this, because it's not like a Gintama arc where there's a little fallout, but things are kind of back to normal. This could be interesting. So, I thought it was a great chapter, great episode. It's Gintama, people. It's rarely ever bad. So, comment, like, subscribe, guys, if you want to see more of them. please tell me so, and I'll see you guys sometime for another video.